Okay, well, I just returned home from a 5 hour shift and had the mask on for, I think I took it off. I had the mask on for the full 5 hours with the exception of roughly 4 minutes or so. Um, about halfway through my shift, I needed to blow my nose, so I took the mask off, blow my nose, and but all in all, it was comfortable. It wasn't much of a nuisance. So now what I'm hoping to do is to disinfect it. Um, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my oven to the lowest setting that I can get it to. Um, I'm going to set it, I think the lowest it'll go is 170 degrees. So let's see if that's, so right now it's down to 320. Yep, the lowest it'll go is 170. And I'll say start. Um, and then, let's see, I'll probably put some tin foil. Okay. How about some tin foil? That should be enough. Okay. So this mask, it's got the cloth and then the skeleton, which is a like a dust mask, a regular dust mask. Then it's got these rubber, well, they're probably not latex rubber, but I don't know what they're made out of, but I don't know what temperature they can take. But I know the dashboards of cars can reach pretty close to around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm thinking if these don't melt on a hot summer day in Arizona or Texas or Florida on the dashboard of a service truck, then they shouldn't melt in this oven at 170 degrees while I take my shower. But if they do, then I can just make another one. So I'm going to be doing an experiment tonight. See, coronavirus, from what I've read, um, the one that causes COVID-19, um, doesn't seem to do very well under hot circumstances. Um, so I'm thinking the 170 degrees while I take my shower for roughly 20 minutes should be able to disinfect any, or should be able to disinfect the vast majority of any coronaviruses that have landed on my face mask. But at the same time, it might melt some component of my face mask. So tonight's going to be an experiment to find out if it can survive 170 degrees for about 20 minutes or if it gets damaged by it. Either way, not a crisis. Um, hopefully we don't end up with some kind of bad smoke that would set off the smoke detector while I'm taking the shower, but I don't think that's going to happen. So into the oven, close the oven. It's still preheating, but I'm going to pause the camera while I go ahead and take that shower. Okay, well right now the face mask has been in the 170 degree oven for about 18 minutes. Um, I think I'm going to go for 22 minutes instead of 20. So I'll turn the camera, I'll pause it again and turn it back on again when we hit 22 minutes. All right, and the face mask has now been in the 170 degree Fahrenheit oven for 22 minutes, and we'll go ahead and pull it out. Okay, so now it's up here again, and it's just going to cool off for a little bit. Let's look at the oven settings. You can see that the oven is still set at the 170. We'll go ahead and turn it off. And I would expect that the vast majority of any coronavirus that may have landed on my face mask has now been rendered ineffective. It looks like the little rubber bands, although it's probably not latex rubber, but the little elastic bands are still in good shape. I think the mask is going to make it through to at least another shift. Probably several more, but in between the shifts I plan to do like I just did and give it maybe 24 minutes at 170 degrees. Again, because coronavirus doesn't seem to do well at temperatures between 150 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's it. That's it for this video. I think I figured out that I can reuse my face mask without fear of coronavirus being sitting a long time on my face mask and then becoming freed up and infecting me the next time that I go to use it. I think as long as I put it in a 170 degree environment, which you could probably you know what, I don't think a dryer will hit 170 degrees, but I can tell you what temperature the World Health Organization says is a high temperature that coronavirus doesn't seem to do well in. It's just going to take me about 2 minutes to find. Let me pause the camera. Okay, so yes, here's a screenshot of a paragraph from the World Health Organization saying that 56 degrees Celsius, nuts. Oh, you know what? 56 degrees Celsius seems to mess with the SARS coronavirus. You know what? I didn't catch the fact that it was SARS. I would imagine that's probably that coronavirus COVID-19 probably behaves similarly. But anyhow, 56 degrees Celsius. Let's see what that, which is 133 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to say that heating it to 170 degrees Fahrenheit for 22 minutes has probably rendered my face mask about as clean as it was before I started heading into work earlier today in terms of coronavirus. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking there's a pretty good chance that that it did disinfect my face mask. So anyhow, that's it. I'm going to make my dinner and watch some TV, and that'll be my night. Have a good evening. Bye.